Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on our free-to-play account. We have another 6,900 diamonds, which means we get to do some more summons. Now, we've done a lot of farming as of recently, going through the tower progression, also going through the peaks of time itself. And you'll notice within the King's Tower, we made a lot of progression in this Wilder Tower. Now, that is to the swap that we did, and a lot of you, and thank you guys for all of the impact. We went through and we swapped Brawn for Trichia. Now, Trichia, we know the effectiveness of this hero is still very high in the tier list. And overall, she literally just carried us like 40 plus floors within that Wilder Tower, making a really big difference. And also giving us the ability to unlock a lot more of these rare Wilder cards. Hopefully, we can build up another hero, but we need one single Awakened hero. So maybe today's going to be the day. If we get another hero up to Awaken, we can take that hero up to that 240 level. With getting to that 240 level, it will unlock the resonating crystal if you haven't seen it or if you have not been here yet. So we want to make sure once we do get that unlocked, again, we're going to be able to make a lot more progression a lot faster, because that's exactly what we need to unlock the rest of AFK Arena. So again, today might be the day. Now we're sitting on almost 50,000 essence. That is going to help us get there. And then we do have a couple stones in here that I want to pop open, again, trying to help get all of these. Now, most of these stones, again, came from tower progression, went through the regular King's Tower, which, of course, gives you a lot of these elite hero stones. Celestials, Hypos, fingers crossed, guys, we can get any of them in here. Boom, there we go. So we picked up Guineas. Now, he was another light bearer, very short-lived on the tanking aspect. Let's see if we have anyone else. All right. We got Hodgkin, we have Respin. See, none of these that we're really looking at. Now, again, a question that's coming up: is Nemitsu going to be the next Awakened Mauler? That is yet to be seen. There's no confirmation on it, but I am waiting to see what it looks like if he is going to be the next Awakened Mauler that we do see. And honestly, I would be pretty excited if that was the case, if we did get to see him in that Awakened role. All right, so let's hop over. Let's do these diamonds. That gives us 7,000 plus diamonds at this point. And hopefully this Noble Tavern is going to give us some love. And I'm going to look for some Wilders. We have Aethys. We have a couple of heroes in here to use with those companion scrolls. So maybe this is going to make a big difference. Maybe we can pull some elites. And still, we have never seen an Awakened hero with these regular summons. So I'm hoping, again, that we can get something out of here that is going to be beneficial. If not, we're just kind of waiting day by day. And there is double elite plus or Wilders. That will make a difference in there for the ability to pull some more of those heroes. And no, nothing. Because we got nothing in there. All right. 20 more in here. Come on, Aethys. Where is that copy? And a triple, guys. Boom. There is Aethys. There is Misha. There is Tamara's. That is a very solid pull that might give us that ascended hero that we are looking for. That is a triple right there, followed by a regular pull. Definitely got some more red chests, some primordial emblems. Absolutely, we needed that pull. And that is pretty epic right there. And I'm thinking with our desired hero summons, we have 7 more days. So we have only done this once at this point. Once we got to the point of unlocking it, that is all we have right now. Now in here, we have 24 more Stargazer scrolls. Again, we made a lot more progression. Still looking for Liberta within the Stargazer, looking for Envy in the Temple of Time. So hopefully we'll get lucky and blessed with one more copy. Or maybe it would be the diamonds. It would be absolutely epic to see the diamonds. And there is a copy and a Wilder card and a Light Bearer card that might really make a big difference again on the summons that we have here. And there's a Mauler card as well. Ooh, we might be able to get one of these built up a little bit further. And just a few more resources. Now in here, we have no more cards, which I think I can buy one. We've been buying this one card every day. Now I recommend 1000%, guys, when it comes to buying out this time emblem every single day. You have to buy it out every single day if you want the chance to actually get a lot of heroes out of here. Now I also do refresh this because we have a lot of gold. The reason being right here, getting all of these every day will make a difference in progression. Spending that 17 million gold, but getting both the amplifying and the primordial emblems. Coins, of course, going to be important, but also getting the shards and getting the essence. This is really important every single day. And again, I do refresh this every single day with the newer account. Now in here, we're waiting to see on 11 days if we can pull enough to get this Draconic Insignias. If not, we're going to hop in here. We're going to get a copy of Hildwyn. In the barracks, we bought all of these out. And a lot of these as well, we did get another copy of Rem. So Rem is guaranteed for the next I believe 50 something days. So I'm going to save the rest of these resources. Even looking here, we're just a little bit short of getting that secondary copy of Ulna, which we're very close. I mean, we're very close getting Ulna up to that Elite Plus. Still a very, very long cry and a far cry away from building up anything else. New Treasure Scramble, of course, is up. Make sure you have your teams in here. Make sure you're setting everything to go ahead and make progression within that game mode. Really does make a big difference. In the Labyrinth, we are done, I believe, 18 times at this point. The Labyrinth is really, and I love when it goes to auto when you can just literally run through here. As it sits right now, I can only auto to the third floor, but it's literally just an insta kill, usually within the first 2 or 3 seconds. Even when it comes to the boss, it just completely and utterly melts the boss. Now, this is the old school boss, Riz, which we still do see in the guild boss, but overall, looking at having the ability to murk heroes, even like the awakened version of Athalia, you can see literally it just melts him in a second going through there, giving us 3,000 guild coins. That's a pretty good return right there. And you want to make sure that you do not miss this when we talk about regular progression, when we talk about the ability to make it further and push further within AFK Arena. The Arcane Labyrinth is one that will give you and really unlock all of the resources you need with these Labyrinth tokens, making it a lot faster, a lot easier to go through here. And of course, the towers. The towers are the secondary place. You want to make sure you do not miss at all. If you're pushing the towers on a regular basis, your account is going to make progression much faster than you normally would, because again, the towers give you all of the resources you need in the entirety to make a lot more progression. Pick up some extra diamonds out of there. Final chest, boom, gives us everything we need. Some more essence in there. Also getting some additional baits, and that is 20 times. So out of here, we are going to get rewarded for finishing this out 20 times. Get some more diamonds out of there. And there is 12,000 Labyrinth tokens. Very cool to get that as well. That way we can build it out. And it's just the accumulation of everything we get in here. So let's see what we got with these heroes. There is Liberta. There is Misha. That is going to give us one more copy right there of Liberta, bringing him up to Legendary Plus. One more and he will be built out. Now remember, looking at Mythic with Liberta works incredibly well. Even looking at Envy, incredibly well with that build out. So I think in here again, I thought we had 1, 2, 3 copies of Misha. So let's build her up and we're going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to. I don't know if we have enough essence. I think we might be a little bit short on the essence building this up, but this will actually take Misha. Boom, going up to that Mythic Plus, even popping this with 2 more copies going to Ascended. And we already have the third one. There is the unlock that we have for the engraving. We're going to have to see exactly what we're going to build on her. But I think we do have to swap, because right here she's 200. I think we do have to swap one of the heroes that are within the rickety cart. So if you're unfamiliar, the rickety cart right down here, yep, we're going to have to reset Aethys in here. Boom, that resets him. Let's go ahead and hop back out of here. Now I'm going to have to fix his formation right there. But since we reset Aethys, that'll give us the ability to actually build up Misha a little bit further. There goes to 220. And then we are 19K away from building her up. But that also takes all of the other heroes that we had from the level 200 where we were just stuck and putting them up to that level 220. Again, that's going to be a big game changer when it comes to progression, because now we are adding, or we just added in, getting all of these heroes another 20 levels. So across the board, when we have a multitude of teams, getting them built with another 20 levels is going to make a big difference. That is going to make a really big difference in progression wise. And I'm not sure exactly if we are going to be engraving her right now. Now, I know looking at the build, we take her to 5 stars, which we do have her built. Let's look at the engraving and see kind of where she is, because I want to say she is pretty high, which she is. She actually falls in probably about the 2nd or 3rd tier for getting her built up a little bit further. So I do not think that I have enough in here for the engraving itself, but we can add her in here. You can see a couple little red dots right here. Boom, there we go. There is Misha. Oh, that's right. We also have Trishia in here. I forgot we had both of them. Yeah, we're going to have a lot more furniture to add in here. Yeah, and I don't think Trishia, we have one pull up here, but I don't think Trishia has the ability or is in the part where we can actually have, or we are adding furniture onto her. We're going to have to see. There's a couple more essence right in there. Accompany the wilder in the inn, which now we do have two wilders in the inn. That's going to make a big difference. And I think in the wish list, do we have Trishia in here? One, two, we do. She is already in here, guys. Let's go ahead, get one piece of furniture, and it is a mythic piece, which is for Alvita. Alvita is another one we need one more copy of. And I think in here we were building up and just think about like furniture wish list wise. I know some of the priorities or some of the big priorities in here. We're looking at Palmer, we're looking at Shuna, a few in here, even looking at Aethys, getting that 9 of 9 furniture made a big difference. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to save this one right now because I know Liberta is another one that getting some of the furniture and looking who we have in this wish list, getting all of these to that 9 of 9. And we're already both at 3 of 3 right here. So I'm going to see exactly what we can get on the next kind of go around and see. So boom, that adds furniture across the board. Everything that is spare, both of these, we're just going to go ahead and recycle. Getting 100 po coins back. So very, very cool to see. So that again, we are really close to building this up a little bit further. Again, we just need another 19K and we will be able to make some more progression within AFK Arena, unlocking that resonating crystal and getting and really building that up. Elder Tree, boom, got a lot more resources in here. I'm wondering where we are with the Beast Ground. This is another one. We have 90 right in here. So let's go ahead. You know what? We'll do a couple in here and see if we can finish out some of these regular beasts. Some of these regular rare beasts are getting close to being completely maxed out. Or if we had the ability to actually pick up another copy of any of our elite beasts. And there we go, guys. We got a copy of Talisman. Very cool. That, of course, Talisman, we are taking up to Beast Resonance 6. So we are going to go in here and we are going to build up a lot of these beasts. As you can see, we already have a bunch of them already kind of built up, but we know there's a game plan. We know that new player guide that we're kind of following when it comes to the beasts. We're going to take Talisman all the way to 3. We're also going to take the Owl to 3, and we're going to take Treat Spectator is going to 6, just based on the build that we've been kind of running through here. So absolutely just have a little bit more progression, and we are making very solid progression, in my opinion, guys, on where we're going through and what we're doing within the Noble Tavern. One copy in here. Could it be a copy of Envy? Just another card, which, again, I'm okay with that. Anytime that we have the ability to pull another card, anytime that we have the ability to get some more copies of the heroes, let's pop these open. Let's pop open our cards, see where we're at. So that is another, what, 2,000 essence closer. That takes us down to 17K right in there. So maybe another day or two we'll be able to get there. Baller gives us a copy of Valero. Now, unfortunately, he was a very disappointed support hero when it came to AFK Arena, and that is Arden. I was hoping it would be Arthas or Aethys. Unfortunately, a couple more rare copies right there. So again, doing pretty well. I mean, I am pretty happy with the progression. We're still waiting for Sun Jin Woo and Shahan to build out in the entirety, but let's do the engraving on here because we have 6,000. Let's go ahead and engrave. Now, of course, remember defense in the defense collection right here. This is going to add a incredible amount of resources in here, but an incredible amount of stats. That is really the big thing when it comes to the engraving. Not only do we get this one, they're going to get posterior protection. We know that she is one of the most influential or one of the strongest support heroes that we do have in AFK Arena. Even looking here at the signature item, this can lock down really when an illusion is activated, paralyzes all enemy heroes, as that is a massive crowd control that we have right there. Again, another 17,000 we need in here to go ahead and build that up in the entirety, but very, very stoked to see where the free-to-play account is going. And I feel like 3220, there we go. Another 32 right there. We get 2 more copies. Wish boxes are up. Now in here, guys, you want the cards. And honestly, probably getting the arcane staffs and then looking at our baits. This is going to be a free wish box, which gives us 2 more Stargazer scrolls. That could be a little bit closer to getting another copy of Liberta. We'll pick up our diamonds out of here. That does give us a couple more. And I think it's like 2,000 or 3,000 essence in there. Again, we're getting pretty close. That is another 3,000 essence. 14K away, guys. It is the countdown to the essence and being able to build up that resonating crystal, getting the hero up to the 240, unlocking that. It's going to make a really big difference. And of course, making progression in here is going to be a lot easier going through with those extra 20 levels. on all the heroes across the board. But all right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.